Let's start off just like this. In order to get anything you want in this life, to be wildly successful, accumulate wealth, buying any supercar you desire, any crib that you want, being able to provide for your family, your loved ones, your friends, retiring your parents, paying your family's bills like it's nothing, like it's just chump change. It starts right here, your mind. If your mind ain't right, I'm sorry, you're not achieving anything. With that being said, to be the absolute GOAT, you gotta hack your mind. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna give you the top 10 mindset hacks that everybody should know to become rich, successful, and to be an absolute game changer for you and the ones that you love. Number 1 on the list, be intentional. Have a purpose with what you're doing in your life. For example, if you know there's a networking event that can be potentially good with collaborating with others and networking with others and building relationships and talking about business or whatever, something that benefits you or that could serve you or give you a lot of value. You will have the intent like, hey, I will drive in my car having the intention to go to this event, to build relationships and have more opportunities. You are being intentional there. Versus, hey, I'm just gonna go with the flow and go to this party and get drunk and smoke weed and see what comes out of it. There's no intention with that. You see what I'm saying? From everything that you do, from going on your computer, looking at emails, to going on your phone and scrolling on TikTok, to driving in your car, to hanging out with people, have intent with what you do. If you are more intentional with what you do, you will get much more further in life and have way more opportunities fall in your lap. Number 2, do not let your emotions control you. We tend to make bad decisions when we are emotional. Everyone's emotional here. Some are more emotional than others, but never make business decisions. Never make life decisions when your emotions have got the best of you. Angry, sad, depressed. Just because something makes you feel good or makes you feel sad doesn't mean you should do it. Doesn't mean you should make a decision right there and then. Always research, always ask questions, always sleep on it, pray on it, ask God, ask the universe for help and guidance. Number 3 on the list, be comfortable not knowing what you're doing. So I know this could be kind of contradicting with number 1 with being intentional, but what I mean by this is sometimes as you're being intentional, you can't really tell what the future holds. And that makes you uncomfortable, but you are having intention. When I started YouTube, right, 8 years ago, I had no idea what I was doing, but I had intention behind it. I knew, hey, like this is a great opportunity to build my personal brand, to build my YouTube channel, to really grow a business online and to work for myself. And I had the intention of doing it, but I was not sure what I was doing and I was comfortable with that. The more and more I learned, the more and more I was resourceful, the more and more I knew what to do. Just because you don't know what you're doing doesn't mean you're not on the right path. Number 4 on the list, you gotta have positive self-belief. Nobody's gonna believe in you. If you don't believe in you, none of these things are gonna happen for you. You're not gonna obtain anything in this life. So you have to have a self-belief that is almost insane, that you know for a fact that in your mind that you will achieve anything you put your mind to. I know it's corny, I know it's cliche. The most wildly successful people in the world believe, they have the self-belief like, hey, I can achieve anything, I can do anything. And if you're constantly training your mind to just always believe, it's not delusion, it's actual faith. Focus on the positives. We tend to have negative mindsets. It's easy to think about things that won't work out for us, but in reality, if you just train your mind to understand that you really can get anything that you want with a positive mindset, because if you can't see it in your mind, you won't see it in real life. You have to see it here first before you can get it. Number 5 on the list, plan results, not how fast you can get there. Plan what you expect to see with whatever it is that you're intending to do on your path to success. For example, when I was a car broker and I didn't have any clients for 6-7 months, when I first started, my goal was like, hey, I would like to sell at least 10 cars per month. I would like to make $150,000 plus per year. So I set these goals and I hit them eventually, because you're training your mind, you're giving it self-belief and direction to head towards something. Let me use YouTube for example. When I first started, I had 12 subscribers, right? And my first goal was like, hey, let me get to 10,000 subscribers. Let me get to 1,000 views. Let me post 4 videos a week. These were goals that I set, and you're training your mind to see it when you write it down and actually do it. And remember, it's not about how fast you can get there, because everybody has their time. When it's their time, it's their time. Also, before we get into number 6, if there's anybody out there that is legitimately tired of their job, your current situation, and you want to get mentored by a millionaire, click the link in the description below. Join my private community where you get mentorship from actual millionaires that hop on Zoom calls with you. Nobody's doing it like us. That's if you guys and girls need the help and you want to get closer and you want to get to financial freedom and you want to be mentored by somebody that's actually doing it. It's your choice though. Number 6, make personal development a priority. When it comes to personal development, the way that you think, the way that you move, the way that you take care of yourself is everything about person, is everything about human being. The way that you're able to control your emotions, to just be a real master of yourself, to be the very best that you can be. And when I talk about personal development, that's your mentor, which is what we're talking about now. This whole list is personal development. Be in touch with God, be in touch with the universe, connect, meditate, be in touch with your emotions, your physical, exercise, work out, do cardio, walk the dog, jump rope, run some stairs, walk some stairs, do the elliptical, ride the bicycle, play some basketball, play some sports. All of these things help with personal development. Helps with your mind, helps with stress, depression, anxiety. Be in control of you and always continue to elevate. Personal development is a lifelong process. You're not gonna figure it out just like that. And since we're still on this topic, before I forget, be poised, be disciplined, be focused. Number 7 on the list, prepare for setbacks. There's always gonna be challenges that arise and obstacles that get in our way. So we have to prepare, even though we're on our way and we want everything to be perfect. Understand nothing's gonna be perfect. Nothing's gonna be straight downhill. It's gonna be like this. Some days are gonna be better than others. Some days are gonna be worse than others. But you have to prepare for setbacks. Something happens, be prepared mentally, physically, spiritually. Understand that, hey, things don't happen to you, they happen for you. Rejection means redirection. A setback means a set up. Just because something happens that's a challenge or you didn't expect it, just know that was supposed to happen. It's crazy how things come in full circle sometimes. For example, when I wanted to buy a motorcycle at 18 years old, but I didn't have money to afford it. Life goes by, right? And I'm like, man, I missed my opportunity to buy a motorcycle and I really wanted to enjoy it. So then 25 comes along. I'm in a position where I can finally buy a motorcycle. Crazy thing about it is not only did I buy a motorcycle, that motorcycle is the reason why I started a YouTube channel. So if I would have started it at 18 years old, I probably wouldn't have been as successful as I could have being at 25. Buying that bike, it grew to my first 100,000 subscribers because of the motorcycle content. It's crazy how things work out. So remember, a setback is a set up for something better. And if I did it at 18 years old, I wouldn't have the skills, the knowledge, the personal growth to understand how to ride a motorcycle first off. Second, how to produce content, how to be a salesman, because I had to go through certain jobs to get to that position, to become a creator, to present myself the proper way. Number 8, replacing limiting beliefs. Everything that you think is not going to work is not going to work because you think of it. If you replace that with positive thoughts, your mind will believe it and it would actually come true because you will start working towards it. Any self-negative talk to yourself is only gonna hold you back, is only gonna bring you down, is only gonna lower your vibration, is only gonna keep you away from achieving the things that you want. Everything is energy in this life. Everything we think of, we say, we do is energy. If you replace that negative energy, that negative self-talk, that limiting belief, an abundance of more opportunities and positive energy will flow your way. Number 9, commit to decisions. A lot of y'all say you want to do something, but you never end up doing it. You think you're committed up here, but you don't actually show the action. You don't execute. So when you commit to something, make sure you follow it all the way through. If I say, hey, I want to be a YouTuber, I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to put hours in. I'm going to film content, edit videos, learn about the industry as much as I can. A lot of y'all have a hard time succeeding because when you want to do something, you don't commit to the decision, you don't follow it all the way through. Number 10 on the list, manifestation. This has to do with energy. This has to do with spirituality. This has to do with the mind, God, the universe. If you can't see it in your mind, if you can't feel it and imagine it and envision it, you'll never get it. Remember, you can't just think of things and manifest things in your mind and expect it to be here tomorrow. You have to actually envision and work towards it. You have to execute. Let me give you an example and how it works for me. I really wanted a Lamborghini, but I knew I couldn't afford it at the time. But I would keep envisioning in my head, envisioning the color. I wanted a yellow Lamborghini. Watch a lot of YouTube videos about it. Have it as my screensaver on my phone. I would start going to the exotic car dealerships and just kind of looking at the car, being around it, just manifesting it. But I put in the work. I wasn't just expecting it to land on my lap. I grinded on YouTube, I was growing my businesses, and next thing you know, in like 6 months, I was killing it. And I had enough money to buy a Lambo. It's crazy how the mind works in mysterious ways, and when you start manifesting things and you start envisioning, things gravitate towards you. And then I wanted another Lamborghini. I wanted a Lamborghini Huracan Evo, which was like 100K more. But at the time, it wouldn't be the best financial decision. So I manifested, right? Started my mind, started meditating. I would see a white Lambo with red interior. Start going to the dealership. I'll see a couple Evos. I'm like, man, that's gonna be my car one day. Start seeing it on the streets, randomly. In the hood in San Bernardino, I was like, what, Evo? And in the meanwhile, while I was manifesting, I was working on my craft. I was killing it on YouTube. I was getting sponsorships and brand deals. I was growing my online businesses. And next thing you know, in about a year, I was in a position to buy this Lambo. And I did, and it was exactly what I imagined. It was a white Lambo Evo with red interior, and it was just what I manifested. Guys, girls, if you do these 10 mindset hacks on this list, you will obtain and achieve anything that you want. Everything goes through this right here. Everything, the mind. So be intentional. Don't let your emotions control you. Be comfortable not knowing what you're doing. Have positive self-belief. Plan results, not how fast you can get there. Make personal development a priority. Prepare for setbacks. Replace limiting beliefs. Commit to decisions and manifest. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you at the top.
You tell me I'm something you need. Baby, you know that I'm bad for you, yeah. Why you gotta be so naive? If I treat you like one I don't want, then you know I'm just so hard to please. I lie to your face to get